Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna make this video short as possible. This is gonna be the first episode in the series of where to start trading. And if please feel free to stick around. If you end up finding this video by search, and you are a new trader, I literally am doing a series right now. I'll probably upload like 2 or 3 times a week. I'm basically doing a series like showing where you guys should start, like where you guys should study, and how I learned. I've been doing this like 7 hours a day since like the whole AMC thing happened in March or April or whatever happened. So I probably have almost 1,000 hours so far. I'm not a financial advisor, obviously, and I'm still working my way up there. My goal is to learn with you guys, and I will be teaching you guys what I studied and what you should study when you first started. Because when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing, and I didn't even know where to start. Like I would look up something like on YouTube, I'd be like, oh, how to invest or how to whatever, and I wouldn't really like. Everything was just all over the place. So if you are new, this should be a good series for you. I'm not gonna edit that much. I'm not gonna edit the videos that much. And I'll try not to be as boring as possible. I know some other people are fun to watch, but if you really are motivated to learn, you will watch this whole series, and you won't care if I'm boring or not. Because if you wanna make it, if you want $1 million and you want to learn how to trade, then you will be motivated to watch a series. And if you think I'm boring, you don't want to, then you are not motivated. I'm telling you that right now. So I am very motivated. I'm doing everything in my power to learn this stuff. I started out with a pretty small account. I'm not going to share my P&L or anything, but I did blow up my account at first, and I'm sure some of you guys have too, but that made me learn the most, I would say. And a lot of good traders like Zach Morris, he blew up his account from 60K to 800. That story is always pretty inspiring. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So today, for the first episode, I'm going to be going over the brokerages. And I'm only going to be going over two, and then I'm going to be going over some other options. So if you guys want to know where to start, and you guys need like a trading app to start with, first one I would recommend is Webull. And before I even get started, if you are in Robinhood, just please get off Robinhood and switch to Webull or any of these other ones I talked about. Robinhood is like a good second account. If you ever like want a second account with like a really small capital, that might be good to use, or for like a swing trading account. But other than that, please, if you want to get better and you want to start charting and following technical analysis and other things, please do not use Robinhood. It is awful. The first one we're going over is Webull, and there will be a link in the description for my referral code. If you guys click it, you'll get 2 free stocks if you do use this broker. And no, I'm not going over this just so I get a promotion. I'm literally going over this because this is probably one of the best brokers in my opinion. So starting off, when we get on the app, you should be on this stocks page, or you should be on this watch list page. It depends on what is on your screen. So anyways, this has a ton of stuff. For example, you can draw on it, and if you want to get really better at charting, you can't really do that on Robinhood that well. So if you go to this pencil icon drawing, you can draw a trend line, there's multiple options, vertical line like this, you got extended line. So we got all sorts of options. I use these all the time. We also got parallel lines. We just got a ton of stuff, and there's so many options, and there's so much ways you can chart and get better charting with Webull. And it's very simple in my opinion. It's much simpler than TOS, Thinkorswim, which I'm going over next. There's also a couple other options you can use. So that is how you chart. There's also a note page. There's an options page. The options page is pretty self-explanatory. So if you go to a ticker with options, these are all the strike prices. These are the bid and ask for the calls, and these are the bid and ask for the puts. It's pretty simple. It shows you everything. It shows you the Greeks. It's all pretty simple. There's multiple options you can check. So there's analyst, order flow, corp actions, releases, profile. I don't really look at this stuff. I usually just look at the charts. So we have that. And then on the side, we have level 2. Level 2 in Webull is pretty good. This is where you can trade. This is also the active trade. So that's like kind of a shortcut. So we have different type of orders right here. And if you are first starting out, I'll go over like how to place an order next video. So we'll be doing that. We have all these options. Basically, when you start to know what you're doing, you're gonna want to use Webull. That's just I use it, so I am a little biased, but I know a ton of other really good traders who use it. It is the most simple in my opinion, especially if you're switching from Robinhood. So that is my thoughts on Webull. Here's everything on my watch list. And another cool thing about this is you can have, if you want to know how to get multiple charts at a time, you can click this grid icon right here. You can do 1, 2, 4. You can do up to this many grids if you want. So that's a neat option. And then you can like slide this over, make your grids bigger, etc. I don't know if you can. I don't think you can make these any bigger, but I like to use this a lot. And you can sync all the options. So that's another nice feature. Or if you go to the customize tab, if it loads, you can have your own like customization of stuff. Like you can have this trade thing right here, and you can have whatever you want. And if you go to this button, select group, you can sync all these. So say you want this as group 1. If you put this as group 1, it's the same. So that's a little rundown of Webull. It's very, very simple. I also like this market tab a lot. If we go to this market, it shows like 52 week highs and lows, like or near highs and near lows. It shows hot stocks. I do not really use this. I'm not sure why any of these are hot because I have not heard of any of these. But usually I like using this screen for the top volume gainers of the day and the top gainers of the day, and I use it for pre-market, active hour, or after hours, and stuff like that. So if you go to volume, the top volume right now is MedX and Lucid. And I actually was playing MedX previously. I did alert that on my Discord for a nice 20% gain so far. My Discord will be in the description, so if you want to join that as well, you can. So I like to follow the volume. That's just my type of trading, but we'll get into that later. So this is Webull. It's very simple. And the next one we're going to be going over is TOS. So TOS is very complicated. So TOS is very complicated for new traders, and I don't even know, I don't even use half the stuff on this. But basically, if you go to the trade button up here, it's being a little slow. So basically, if you go to this trade button and you type in any ticker, you'll see all the options for this. This is how you do options on TOS. This is a little bit laggy right now, but as you can see, like it's already a lot more complicated than Webull, so that's why I like Webull. Then if we go to analyze and type in the same ticker, you will see the option chains for each week. And then if we go to charts, that's where you can chart stuff. So as you can see, we're on SPY right now. This is lagging a little bit, probably because I'm streaming, but we got our volume profile here. And this chart is a little harder to use in my opinion. If you click your mouse scroll wheel, like if you click, hopefully you guys can see this, this button right here, the mouse scroll wheel. If you like physically click that down, you get all these options. And if you click this arrow right here, you can zoom in. So just click and drag and it will zoom in for you. And then if we click this button again, you can put text, you can draw lines. So this is a trend line. It lets us draw. So just like Webull, we can draw trend lines. But I like Webull a lot better. And then if you're on your trend line, you want to click the mouse button again, then just click this pointer arrow. Then that means you can drag the chart again. So my favorite is Webull. This is just very complicated. Once you get more into trading, you can definitely think about using this. But I like Webull better. I get better fills in Webull. The fills I get on here are a little weird. Sometimes they don't fill, and they're literally at the ask price. I'm not sure why, but there is a mobile app for this and a mobile app for Webull. The mobile app for Webull is also really good. The mobile app for TOS is pretty good too, I would say. Like Zach Morris uses TOS, the mobile app. He posts a lot of his stuff on there. So that is TOS for the most part. You also have a scanner in here. You do not have a scanner Webull. So if you want to like go to a stock, this is something that I do like about TOS. So if we go to stock, we can go to volume and say minimum volume 1 million, 1, 2, 3. So minimum stock 1 million, max 10 million. Oh, okay, so that's fine. So 1680 matches, we scan, and then we can see a lot of stocks with a ton of volume. So That's another feature I like, and you can basically mess around with that. There's volume, there's shares, there's volume difference. There's a bunch of options. I don't really use this that much, but that is another scanner. And another thing that I do like about Webull is, or not Webull, TOS, you can download people's scan. So people make indicators, and you can download them to your charts. So if we go to setup, I have like setups that I made. Yeah, so here's my setups, and I put a bunch of like downloaded indicators. Like I don't have any on here right now, but I do have some indicators downloaded. All you need to do to put indicators on Webull is go over to the settings button right here. Actually, no, not the settings button right here. My bad. Go to this button right here. Go to studies, and then go to edit studies. And then these are all your indicators you can have. I do have custom ones in here that I downloaded, so that's kind of nice. But again, I like Webull better. It's more simple for me. But that's just my opinion. But you can do whatever you want to do. And if you do download Webull, make sure to click the link in my description for 2 free stocks. I don't know if you can do that for TOS. I don't think you can. But another thing about TOS is there are commissions for options. I think it's like 60 cents per commission. I do not like that. Options on Webull is free. And last thing, if you guys have under 25K, make a cash account because you will have unlimited day trades. Shares, it takes 2 days to settle, but you don't have. I don't even use all my money most days anyways. And options, it settles the next day. And same with TOS. If you have a cash account or TOS, shares settles 2 days, options settles 1 day. But if you have a margin account on any of these and you're under 25K, you only have 3 day trades. So a lot of people, that sucks for a lot of people, and you will get flagged if you trade more than your 3 day trades. Obviously, you can buy anytime you have the cash, but you cannot sell on the same day if you do not have another day trade. So keep that in mind. If you have any questions about that, make sure to join my Discord and ask me. But overall, I enjoy Webull the best, and there are other brokers like Webull, or there are other brokers like E-Trade. So if we go, so United States brokers, you can get any of these. So there's TD Ameritrade on this, 5 stars, forex.com. That's for forex. This is for forex. So United States brokers for stocks. So yeah, Fidelity Investments, CD, Charles Schwab, Robinhood, which I definitely do not recommend using. E-Trade, interactive brokers like Webull, Merrill Edge. So those are just a few other options. I don't have any experience with any of them, so I have the most experience with Webull, and it's the most simple for me. So I definitely recommend using Webull. And other than that, that's all I got. So that's where you start. That's how you trade. That is how you trade on these brokers. So I hope this video helped you decide which one or where you want to start trading. Remember, TOS, very complicated. Webull, very simple. Robinhood, just there's a lot. Once you're a better trader, you'll realize why Robinhood is horrible. You can't even chart on it. You won't get better charting, etc. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want me to put like background music, but it can't be copyrighted. I don't want this to be boring. I know I probably will sound boring in some of these. But yeah, let me know. Hope you enjoyed and have a good night. Thank you guys for watching.